Welcome to February. We're going to do a couple of different things this month. And first, we're going to kick it off with a Mega Man week. We're going to be looking at different Mega Man products from different producers. So we're going to start out with these great Mega Man figures. This is Wave 2 from Jada Toys. And our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, sent us this wave here to check out. Now, last time we looked at Fireman, Iceman, and Mega Man / Rockman. Now we have Cutman joining the fold here. We have Elec Man. And then we have Hyper Bomb, which is Mega Man after he defeated Bomb Man and took his ability. The boxes are relatively the same. They changed a little bit of the way it comes together. So first of all, they shifted the character over to the left side as opposed to the right side before. And the package doesn't continue around the side like it did last time. It's just more generic each way. I mean, Cutman makes a little bit of a appearance around there, but that's it. So they kept the box a little bit different. On the back, previously we had the whole wave. This time you just have the individual characters. And they're not teasing anybody like they did last time. So last time they teased Elec Man right here, and they teased Cutman, and we got both of those in the wave. These other two we did not get yet, so we'll see. I'm sure at some point Jada Toys will get to them. If you look at the ever-expanding line of Street Fighter figures, and we showed you that what that full line is going to look like at San Diego. Check out that video if you want a little tease. It's going to be awesome. I'm sure they will expand Mega Man as well. So why don't we crack open these packages and check out this second wave of figures. All right, I want to start with Cutman here, one of my favorite characters, just because of the way he looks. Now, just like last time, they have this little stand here, and this isn't really for the figure, this stand. This is really for the weapon. So in this case, he's going to be able to throw his scissor head. Now, we showed you in the other ones the way it worked for like the fireballs, or the way it worked for the ice, or the way it worked for Rockman's beam. So this way, you can pretty much put these little scissor blades, if we can get them out here, little scissor blades on top of this to give it the illusion that it's being thrown. So that's pretty nice. I like that fact that it's on a hinge, so you can open it and close it a little bit, which is really nice to do as well. And then we have our character here, which I just love the way these Jada Mega Man have come out. These toys look amazing. I mean, they're pretty much spot on for the way they look in the cartoon. I mean, they're not going to be the 8-bit the way they look in the games, but in some of the games, I mean, they look pretty this good. I mean, look at them. He's got that brilliant orange on there, and let's put his little head on there, so we have that too. So this is on top, and you know, it could come out and you could throw it, but you could just slide right in there. So he's got that brilliant orange. He's got his contrasting white. I mean, all the paint applications are tight. There's extra little parts on there to make the difference. All that detail on the back as well. And of course, they give you the option to switch out the hands and to switch out the head if you so desire. So you could take off his head here. Whoop. Don't want to lose that. And we can give him a little bit of a smiling face. So he's a little less serious. So it's just a peg system, ball and peg system, whatever you want to call it. And sometimes you got to push a little harder, or you just got to wear it in a little bit. I always like to do a twist and push while we do it here. So get that, once you get that into position, then you have that alternative head on there. We'll just get the hands too while we're going. And you can switch up the hands. The hands are going to be a little bit easier to take out. You get that nice little pop, and then you get the other one in there. So you get a nice little alternate hand. I don't like the fists. I think they're just a little too heavy for the characters, the Mega Man characters. So we'll just switch in some hands here. And there we go. We have our alternate look, and we just need to top it off by putting back in that little scissor thing he's got here for Cutman, his shears. So here's an alternative look at our Cutman. So pretty nice. And then, like I said, you could take it off here and do a little twist out, and then he could throw it and give the illusion of throwing it by putting it in here, and then you could kind of have that open, so then it looks like he's throwing it at Mega Man. So nice figure here altogether. I think they did a great job. I really like how he turned out, and it captures the essence of Cutman, and he has his fun little pose as well. Now they have good articulation all the way down to the feet you see there. They have the knee joints, they have the hip joints, the elbow, the shoulder, the wrist. There's a body joint there, and then the head on a ball. So good amount of articulation. You get some nice poses with these guys, and pretty much do whatever you want for your display. And then you have the option of having that flying projectile on there with a little clear stand. So that is our look at Cutman. Let's take a look at Elec Man next. So same here. I love the coloring on these guys. They did a great job with them all the way down to the bottom of the feet. The body is amazing. They have these fun little proportions for these guys. They really look like they're leaping right off the show or right out of one of the games into your hands here. And then you have a nice way to display them. Again, I want to make sure I get those elbows at the right angle here before I bend them. So this is a little rubber piece. This is sort of central armor here that sits over him, and he looks really good all the way around. I kind of like how this one turned out as well. The mask is nice and solid. This isn't rubber flexible at the top, so you don't have to worry about that bending. So he has an alternative head as well. It's more of a happier face with the mouth open. I like this face better, but you could switch that one out. He has his hands here. You get a pointing finger, which I think will be a little bit more fun for his electric spark. So we'll do that there. Let's switch that one out. And he's got his pointing finger now. Oh, you do a little twist and there we go. He's got his pointing finger, and then he's got his electro spark here. So it's a fun little translucent spark that you could wrap around his arm essentially, if you wanted to give it the illusion of, flailing it at Mega Man. Now this one here, you don't need a clear stand for, because you could just pretty much take it off the character. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to say the fist looks good on this one, so I'm not going to switch it out. And I dropped the other one. It was a thumb, just a thumbs up. If I find it, I will show you later. But just a thumbs up for him here. And then he has the alternate head. So another solid job on this one. I think he looks really great in the line. You get another bad guy in there too. And last but not least, we're going to take a look at the Hyper Bomb. Now, of course, this is when Mega Man defeated Bomb Man. I don't know why they didn't include Bomb Man instead, just to get more bad guys into the line. As great as it is to have another costume for Mega Man, I'd like adding more bad guys to the line. Now, Mega Man still looks great. I mean, all the way around. This time, he's got his green suit, indicating he's activated his Hyper Bomb. I think the hands are basically the same. The alternate hands you get for him, open hand, and then you get a thumbs up or kind of closed hand here. And then you get the option of switching from his bomb mode back to his blaster mode here. So you get those two different effects. Of course, we got the bomb here itself, and you see a hole on the bottom here, and that is so you could use that stand function that I talked to you about. So you have the option, again, of putting this one on a stand right here, and we can get that bomb floating through the air if you wanted to give the illusion that he threw it. So something like, you would probably need to have an open hand to do that effect, but something like this where he could be throwing the bomb this way after he took the bomb out or something like that. So he could have that effect there, and then he does have an alternate head. These are not easy to get out. There we go. So the alternate head is kind of got like a smirk. I kind of like this smirk more, but let's just try another head switch just so we can see. The heads are a little bit more difficult to get than the hands. You really got to kind of push in there, but eventually you get it in there, and I'm confident it's going to last a while. It's not going to wear out. So you could have that toss there to give him the bomb look if you want, and then we'll give him the full look here. Now it would be hard for him to hold the bomb. I guess you can do it. It's just being a round object, and there's no way for this to connect to anything. You're going to have to position these hands perfectly to get it to hold the bomb. And it just looks kind of weird when he does, because it's cumbersome just holding this giant bomb. We'll try to bend the arm in here so we can get him to hold this a little better, but he looks very awkward doing it. So it's better to throw this on here and make it look like he's lobbing it at one of the villains than it is to, try to make it seem like he is holding the bomb. And then of course you could take this off and put on his little blaster. So then you get the full effect here of Mega Man again in his green costume. So we have standard Rockman in blue, and then we have Rockman now he's Hyper Bomb. And here's that thumbs up I just found for Elec Man. So that's his thumbs up I was talking to you about. So yeah, that is your line essentially. We have this Hyper Bomb, which is Mega Man defeating Bomb Man. So you could take him to that style now. You could, I guess, strip the bolt off of Elec Man and give it to Mega Man in his blue form and make that his firing function. Same with the Cut Man. You could take the cut portion off and launch that out as well to give it that look. But here are your figures from this wave. These are all available right now from Big Bad Toy Store. And you could grab this wave, or you could add the other ones that you're missing from the first wave as well and expand it out. You're going to have 6 total now. All right, well, we got wave 2 all set up over here. I wanted to show you that whole wave together with wave 1. If you missed wave 1, go back and check out our video where we did Mega Man, Rockman, Iceman, and Fireman. And you can see all their little eccentricities and features there. And we just loved how this Iceman came out. He looks great. Love that alternative head on him. And Mega Man looks just as amazing as ever. So you have a new costume for him now, or a change once he puts on his other ability. You have Cut Man, and then you have Elec Man over here with Hyper Bomb. So, what can you ask for? Obviously more. So we'll see what Jada has in store. We'll check them out if they're at Toy Fair and see if they have a tease for the next wave of figures. Although we might have had a tease for you already. Go back and check our Jada video from STCC 2024. So these are all available right now. I want to say they retail around 20 each. We'll have it up on the site here for a link for you to get them direct from Big Bad Toy Store. And you could add these to your collection, and you could search around and see if these are still available as well. And you could have all 6 ready to go on display. Really fun. I like how they have the little stands to give you that display function, so you can make it look like they're firing out their little projectiles and just add to your little display world of Mega Man. So there's going to be more from Jada coming up. Don't worry, we'll have more Street Fighter 2 coverage. We'll have more Mega Man coverage and coverage of their other products as well. They got a great line. You can see the monster cereal characters that we did. They started with, they have Chester Cheeto now, and I think they have Tony the Tiger. They're really expanding on that classic, like, hardcore nostalgia factor for kids, and seeing all those cereals and snacks come to life in action figure form as well. So that is all for this time. Like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys next time.